walk away, put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it, yeah.
It's week 4 of the NFL, and all eyes are on Saquon Barkley. He had a great week last week, well over 100 on the ground with a score. It's the Giants and the Huskies, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Huskies of Anchorage. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and partner, look at this Anchorage team entering play. They come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. In the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And Dallas Flowers going to bring this out of the end zone, and his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time, and they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time: teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. This defense for the Giants very strong in that victory a week ago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The escapability in evidence there, as that one good for 15 and a first. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And that's good for a gain of 6, 37 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Walsh. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's caught. Touchdown. Thaddeus Moss. His first touchdown of the year. And the Huskies get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Now Jones. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. When you look at this defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB. They'd easily move into the top 5.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. He'll find Hodgins there, complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that one complete to Hodgins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there. And it's 2nd down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone. Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That ball caught by Campbell. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Oh, good move. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from drawing level.
Boy, 2 long, sustained drives by each team to start things out. It's kind of similar to how the pitch clock has shortened baseball games. That means we'll be out of here quickly if we get a few more drives like that. We're in the second quarter now, and we've only had 1 drive apiece, each of which have ended with touchdowns.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. On second down, it's McLaughlin. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Now 2nd and 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, McLaughlin. And a good run here as he'll run it all the way down to the 40-yard line. The 12 yards that time and picking up the first. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Walsh. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. That's McLaughlin. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach or offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
That's a big gainer on that play. And from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And this is caught at the 8. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Barkley fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
On 2nd and goal, Jones. That one thrown away from the pocket. And officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Giants! Darren Waller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So they potentially could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No clock on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll start with a West Coast rivalry that's picking up steam once again. L.A. taking on San Francisco out at Levi's Stadium. And it's the 49ers who are out in front with that game closing in on halftime. Brandon Ayuk with 3 touchdown receptions. Next, we'll stay in the NFC West as we head up through Oregon and on to Seattle to check on the Seahawks. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. A couple of touchdown strikes there from Justin Fields. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home in Acrisure Stadium. And that one all tied. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They are all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense set to begin this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 21-yard line.
Off the play fake. Jones. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 12-yard line.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. A beautiful fake. And the Giants are going to have it 1st and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go to Barkley again. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Offensively, not what they wanted there, but hey, you can kick the field goal here and take the lead.
Felt like a little bit of a statement stop, didn't it? You know, made a big play right there. Okay, guess what? Ball's in your court, guys. What are you going to do? Myself, I kick the field goal, get the 3, and take the lead.
Well, field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the 2nd half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And Saquon going to have a Giants 1st down as he'll get this up past the 40.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Up the middle they go. It's McLaughlin. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it?
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Azeez Ojulari providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll try to run forward Barkley.
And he is going to have a New York first down, and the Giants are going to win the football game. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarters, every 4 games, and assess 3-1. Any team would take that.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other, and they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So for the Giants, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week.
Meanwhile, for Anchorage,
they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.